5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. I guess it's working. Let's find some good music for the background. Whew. Sorry about not streaming yesterday. I think I mentioned for a brief moment that I'm gonna have a tile setter. Like a couple of months ago, he was working at my parents' house, and now he's working here. So he's still here. This stream will probably have some interruptions, hopefully not too many, but yeah. We gotta make something, build something cool. Okay. Let's see, what is gonna be a good background music? Let's see. Something to chill out. Dreamy aquatic mix Nintendo inspired. I don't know what it is, but let's check it out if it fits the mood and theme. Huh, I should go, huh? Good morning to you too. Problem when you're not sleeping in your bed, that's kind of hard. So what I've decided, I'm gonna uncomment all the highlighting system that I wanted to implement for the tutorial. It's gonna be there, but I'm not gonna finish it for this week's update, because I have a nasty feeling that something could go wrong, and I wouldn't like to, you know, semi update the game, the feature that isn't fully implemented. So what I'm thinking about it is actually that we're gonna start working on new biome, which is a big chunk. So I'm still not sure if that's going to be like presented in this update, but what I'm thinking about it is adding like areas that are walled off from the main area, so you have to get to them. So it's not really a secret, but it's a way that if you destroy that wall there, something has to trigger, you get baddies chasing you, trying to kill you or something, but that there would be like a merchant that sells you raw materials that you can only get in the future biomes, or maybe there could be like, you know, a path to the other biome, not the rainy road, but something else. So yeah. Who kicked me out of the bed? Of course, yeah. Mama. You know, when you're couch sleeping and there are no blinds on the windows. That's just how it is. Oh, looky, I'm gonna suicide myself. Okay. Just getting the feel where we left off. This was the day before yesterday. Otherwise, Mr. Simon, how you doing? All good on your side? Okay. I see there's an issue here also with this one. That's probably the blinking effect. What about this one? Ah. Ah, this broke. Because before that I had like a system that makes these icons wobble and blink. 1 second. Sleepy, huh? Well, you know, night is for the sleep. Nothing particular. Next week I have to work probably on the project that I mentioned. So this week I still have to produce something for the Lands of Fury and release it, because I know that I'm gonna be a bit busy and preoccupied with that project for a month at least. But still, maybe I'm gonna have to set up new schedule for streaming. And yeah, that's it on my side for now. Now let me take a look at this thing. It's been a while since I committed 39 changes. I mean, files changed. That's a lot. What if I check this one, item glow. Enabled true, why? Highlight flash, this is a new one. Then here I have what else? Player HUD had differences. Bloom shader, flash shine. I think this one didn't affect it. This is only for the highlight, so maybe. What big one and so on? Not sure what we're talking about now. Ah, the project. Well, I'm not under the NDA, but it's not. It's okay-ish size. Otherwise, it's like the websites for a company that works on HVAC, you know, HVAC, or how should I call it? And I think I believe I told you about the project. What's going on? Yeah. Did we talk about it? I think we did. Or maybe you were too deep in the beers, you know. You should face yourself, huh? No, joking, buddy. Don't worry. But the weather was very hot. I agree on that, and the beers were flowing. So that's another thing. I'm the, how should I say, criminal myself regarding that. Okay, now I think I need rune slot, something. I'm waiting for your reply, buddy. Were you there for a long time? This one. No, it's a web page, you know, that you make like for a company, that they have a place where the clients can contact them if somebody wants to apply for the job. So, but that's nothing basically else than an ordinary form where the visitor actually sends the applications, you know, to a web email address. So he just wants that the design is beautiful. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna take a look at the designs, you know. Well, the flash is working, my god. Okay. Huh. Maybe this is killing it. Blend add. What about blend mix? Is that a valid property? That should be it. Let me check it out. You were there 3 days. Oh, you. Yeah, he was pretty drunk how he danced, huh? I saw that, I remember that. It was funny. It was funny. We were also there with the little one a couple of next days. I even had to participate like in a play for the children. The actor came up to me and he asked me to participate, so I had to step in, you know. Don't want to turn out like a pussy in front of my son, so I had to go and act. Yeah, of course he liked it. Ah, this is better highlight. This blend mix was not okay, but blend add is okay. Good flash if you ask me. Maybe I could just go to the white one. We still have fury issues, I believe. Okay, this one is going here. Of course he liked it, and then can you imagine that there were a lot of balloons? Like, you know, there was a lady who was actually blowing them. That was pretty good. The whole program for the children. Okay. See, what is stopping me is actually this, that open your inventory, inspect your sword, and insert a rune into an empty slot. So this could highlight. Okay, so far so good. Okay, it started to blink again. Correctly, I think. Exactly. Blend for everything. Was your brother also there, like, with his kid? Did you talk to him? I didn't see him. So far, so good. Okay, I think it's been fixed. So, no more regression. Boom. Hey, little fella, don't run. I get you. I get you. There was something in the air, right? You could almost say that. Okay. Yeah, right. Lots of familiar faces. Agree. Then we went on family meetings. Picnics also. And that was also a part. The whole weekend was beer themed, I'd say. Which was interesting. After a long time, you know. Okay. Now, what I will try to add. Something that's optional, but that it would be interesting to get to. Let's see, I can summon Simon the Blue. Here he comes. Look at Bunny Wabbit ready to ready to nibble the carrots. Okay, back to business. No, didn't go to Expounder for the balloons, but we saw them in the park. They had like a flyover, and they were flying pretty low. It was pretty cool. And even better, you know, in that heat, you're actually in the park. Below the trees, underneath the trees. So yeah, that was actually quite cool. Oh, by the way, before I forget, highlight flash material and so on, everything was added here. What did I do? This is all the highlight implementations, registering highlights, etc, etc. That's good. But I'm gonna do the thing. Okay, I have node registry. And when I want to register one, is it private? It's public. Okay. Gonna make it private. Just to be sure that nothing will access it directly, so I can only register via method. That's okay. But I think I'm gonna remove the things for now, like just a second. Yeah, at least there is a shade. Expounder would probably be hard for little one and even you. You telling me? Mr. Snowball. Jesus Christ. Yesterday it was pretty hard. Yeah, it came out naturally, you know. So no, yesterday was really, really hot. There was like 36 degrees or something like that, huh? $36 or something. 1 second. There we go. This one. I was ping-ponging a bit how to modify the generator, placing POIs in mold of thingies. Well, it's not a little modification, I have to say, but if we're gonna go there now, I have POI placement rules. And now, what the dude wants to do is introduce this. And it ain't bad. So if I have POI... Oh, where did I put it? The wrong place. This is an enum, I have to put it here. So... I can flag like a POI placement rule that it's sealed behind the wall. And if it's true, I can create a sealed room size. Also here. So now the problem is that this has to match like the collision shape, at least I'd say, to the POI itself. But I have those POI things. Already specified on the collider itself. So we're gonna see if we can make it read that from there. 1 second. If I take a look at the placement rule. This is, for example, an ordinary one like Bandit Treasure. And it has like POIs weighted list. And this weighted list then has different POIs themselves. So the placement rule has to specify an area that's going to be larger than any in here. Now, I could keep that in mind. I know that it would be more error proof if I would make it like that it would take at least an area that's kind of bigger than the largest one. But we'll see. Then in the level generator, we have to introduce the new state. I'll see how this will work. Probably not so pretty, but you know, we gotta break something to make something new. Here comes the saying, you gotta break a couple of eggs to make an omelet. So, sealed room floor tiles, extra track. Because I'm also tracking like floor tiles and so on. I think this could be logically organized that I would move this a bit higher. Here to these things. Then what else do I have? Diggable wall tile to room ID. What the fuck is he wanting to do here? Sealed rooms by ID. Next sealed room ID. I don't like this. And clear them alongside. Okay, fix the A-star grid bounce before sealed rooms exists. Generate initial A-star grid runs before create POIs. And pathfinding controller init grid hash set sizes tightly around floor tiles. If sealed room gets carved later outside that tight box removable obstacle will silently be out of bounds. Yeah, not so sure about it. I'm gonna talk with it a little bit, just a second. I want to additionally I miss to strive high. So Simon says, I believe you that yesterday was insane and they say that today we will have storms finally, right? Agree on that. Try create sealed room POI. Okay. You know what? Can you visualize? But then, and the pillar tiles clear and the generate level. These clears that happen here. have to be accompanied by these clears now. Okay. Makes sense. The same has to be for the debug generate level. Where do I have them? They're here. Clear. That's okay. Then the A-star grid bounds before sealed rooms exist. This is part that's easy to miss. Generate initial A-star grid runs before create POIs. Okay. And pathfinding controller init grid hash set vector 2 eye sizes its region tightly around floor tiles. Margin of 1. That's okay. If a sealed room gets carved later outside that tight box. Huh. Give init grid a configurable margin and size it to fit the biggest sealed room. No, it didn't understand me correctly. I want you to carve the room within tight box. Not out of the box. I gotta make him stop thinking. Because I asked him to visualize me the thing that he wants to make, but that ain't gonna be it. I don't want that algorithm now. Because I was thinking that the generator, level generator, we can go, for example, for a secret level, that we would be generating ordinary top-down mazes, you know, like the one that you had on Crete. And then we'd add in some minotaurs and so on. That could be also a cool thing. Like, and in the middle of the maze there would be a chest. And if you would trigger the chest, the minotaurs would start spawning like harder and harder, and you would have to find exit. That'd be a cool little mini game. Oh, by the way, the keyboard died. 1 second. So far, so good. Oh, Amisha, thanks. So Simon says, hopefully there will be no hail. Hungary already had it. Yes, they said that Gurichko is also gonna get it, probably, huh? Something like that. Otherwise, Amisha, thanks for the question. I'm fine. I still have a worker around the house. So I'm pretty sure I'll be interrupted, or maybe I'll have to leave sooner today. But finally, we're getting some tiles done here at the entrance. So that's a good news. And you? Are you well? All good? Okay. It's still thinking. You know what? To hell with this, peeps. I'm gonna undo this, because I'm gonna use definitely a new code here. But level generator, where do I have it? L. Level generator. This one. Let's undo it. Nothing special inside, but we have to commit it before I do more mumbo jumbo stuff. So I can say git add. Come on. Did the terminal freeze? Probably. Huh. Looks like my keyboard is not functioning. How is this possible? I've set it on cable. Okay, we're back. And fix the highlight shader. Added highlight controller. I can utilize now for highlighting interesting objects. Added eye highlight. Is for easier handling. Then quest objectives can handle highlights. What else did I do? No, this is not needed. Material conflict, that's also a normal one. Forge was just modified to handle the highlights, so was the unit. No big changes otherwise, some implementations regarding the highlights, but that's pretty much it. And I've uncommented out, for example, that I don't want this patch to introduce highlights yet. So that's basically it. Okay, removed rooms, arenas, where there would be only one spawn for the enemies. What else? Aha! Added logo outlines in the main menu and made the main menu a little bit darker. That's good. Loot drop component, what did I do here? This is again for spawning the highlightable loot. That's kind of okay. And everything else is as it should be. So it's not that big of a deal. But now we're starting to mess with the generator. That's why I wanted to have like a clean thingy. Of course. You should get it. No, planning to work on this. For example, making the levels a bit more interesting, like adding more secrets. For example, what I want to do is like have a POI that can be spawned within the walls. So you can't get to it unless you have like a bomb or a berserker blast rune or a pickaxe, you know. And in that place I want to have like, you know, a merchant that sells only like materials for crafting, maybe a secret entrance to something, to the next level, etc. That's what I'm planning on doing now. So yeah, I'm still ping-ponging a bit with the generator. Okay. Drop sealed room floor tiles. Sealed rooms by ID is enough. Okay, state simplified. Good. Now this is where we come with the new stuff. So basically, diggable wall tile to room ID. Why do you want to add a diggable wall tile? Sealed rooms by ID. So it's going to group the rooms by positions. And next sealed room ID, what is that? Increment. So it's going to mark it somehow with the IDs specifically. So I could somehow also visualize this inside the console if I'd want to. Now, where I call the floor tiles, clear here. Like we started earlier. When this happens in a couple of places, here and there, and then try create room POI. Try create POI at position. Where do I call this one? Process POI placement room. Okay. This is going to need some modifications. Give me all changed methods, etc. full, so I can easily copy paste. See those wise words? So I can easily copy paste. That's nice. Feels dirty. Finally, I feel like you have dementia. I was telling you some time ago to hide some stuff in the terrain. No dementia. Had those plans, but some certain things were, like needing prioritized attention. The thing is that when you're working alone on this thing, you have so many bells and whistles to tune and complete that. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta move along if you want to have like a testable project, if it makes sense. Now, this is happening now to make it more interesting, but yeah, thanks dude again on agreeing upon this new feature that's being implemented now. Okay. So, the mister is writing me the things that I want to change. Diggable wall tile, that was added. Diggable wall tile, 2 room ID, sealed rooms by ID, next sealed room. That's good, floor tiles clear. Where do I do this? Floor tiles clear. Only 2 times, that's okay. Then try create sealed room POI. It's a separate function, but why updated? Because we left map data as tile wall during generation. The reveal now does all the flipping. Huh. One second. In the generate level I do this. POI placement rule comes here. This thing stayed the same. Seal behind wall false by default. Size is okay, nothing new here. Then in the level generator we have this. Full method in the generate level. This is actually in the level generator. Generate the level. Here we go, this one. Nothing special, just declares, I believe. I think that's it. It's removing some comments, but okay. I should do this, but print map data and so on. I want to have the comment for this here. Still want to see it. Then the debug generate stay the same. Generate initial full star method. Star grid. What are you changing here? Floor tiles. So it's selecting this one, V out of X, and walkable tiles. Ah, get max sealed room margin. I really doubt that it's wanting to listen to me. Because this max sealed room margin is a bit of a pitta, I'd say. It's going through all the conditional and mandatory replacement rules that I have, and it's looking for the maximum dimension. So why the hell do you want to make it out of bounds? Probably making the room go out of bounds. As far as I see. All the cameras. Systems will into account. Okay. Okay. Exactly, dude. Too much stuff to do, and I still want to rework like the shop system. Like I heard like bazillion times that people want to sell stuff to the frickin' snip and snap. This is just an occurring theme that keeps on popping out. Why can't I sell? Why can't I sell? And now I'm thinking about it. Yes, you'll be able to sell. I'll do it. You're forcing me. Too big of a pressure. But it's not a simple thing, you know, behind it. That's a problem. One second. And now it's saying you're out of free messages. Good. The path-based search, the correct constraint is only search within the area, create tiled maps, already render switch, blah blah blah. Okay, let me see this thing here. So I have get max sealed room margin, but this init grid then becomes a bit of a pain in the ass. Because it doesn't accept the second parameter. And it didn't anywhere specify how it wants to implement it. Actually, it has a possibility to take in walkable tiles. That's not bad. But where does it get called? Only in the level generator, so that's okay. And the default margin would be 1. Why does it specify the default margin of 1? Okay, everything else is left the same. We're gonna see in the diff, only the second parameter is taken into account. At least I think so. Okay, he removed the comments and then he added the calculations with the margin, so it's not hard-coded anymore. See? Before that I had it hard-coded. This is even better now. Good. So that's okay. Then besides that, required POIs exist. No. Trying to get the last version that makes sense here. 1 second. If I go a bit higher. This one's good. Good, I have it, I have it. Max sealed room margin here. Already implemented. Create POIs full method. I see this one is gonna have some changes. I have some old sins here. But now it's also having to process sealed POIs. So it's a different processing logic. This one. So this is the first one, and then we have to do the second thing, which is gonna be here. And required POIs exist, check. Did I use this one before? Huh. Maybe it extracted it to this function, which makes sense. Because this thing is here. Then I don't see any reasons why I wouldn't join that. One second. Now we're gonna do it up there as well. Required POIs exist. Let me just copy and paste it a bit. And see what exactly changed here. 1 second. I gotta go AFK a little bit. Be right back. Back. Okay, create POIs. Did I paste something in here? I didn't yet. Okay. 1 What I want to see is if this logic is actually here. This is the same thing. Okay. It It goes up here. And I can actually do this. Required POIs exist. And then I slap in rule. And I'm gonna remove this one here. That's a bit cleaner. And then if we go travel down, where we have try create sealed room, POI. Room POI. I'm gonna slap it down here underneath this one. Generate initial A-star grid, that's okay. Get max sealed room margin, that's okay. Create POIs is okay. Then I have process. This is in the process. Here we go. Which was already copied. This is already here. And then try create POI at position. This one here. Similar logic. But after this one comes place sealed, right? Exactly. And the new method is diggable wall tile. Well, everything is diggable wall. Where do I add them? Diggable wall, I clear them. And I add them here, okay. And then I have try reveal sealed room. I don't believe I will need this. Okay, the init has that now in. But this try create sealed room POI. is now changed. And my god, how much time I would spend relearning the whole freaking script. Because this is I touched like 3 months ago. Balls deep in shaders. 8 months ago, and so on. 10 months ago. Good. Some old stuff. The only meaningful change in the search bounds block at the top previously expanded by pad, which is... Okay. Now, how to test this? Let's add POI placement rules, and I could go with cavernous depths. Maybe no cavernous depths. Underglade forest, then POIs. No. Well, if we're gonna build it, it's gonna crash. I'm sure of it. But okay, it has to crash sooner or later. No, it didn't. For example, here in the forest, I could say, just to try it out, if we take a look at the bandit treasure, we could call it sealed behind the wall, true, and it has to be like in a room 3 by 3. We could make it 5 by 5. And let's see if it's gonna happen. I know that this room should spawn. In every single biome, we have like a treasure chest with bandits protecting it. Let's see how generation messes up everything. 246, I don't see any other errors. Now what we're looking for is a 5 by 5 room walled off somewhere, if it has the opportunity to exist. So now we have to take this into account as well. I mean, definitely I'd make an unimportant POIs walled off. Not every single thing, because that is like a hazard to the generation itself. But I wonder where the freaking treasure chest is. Ah, no, they're not sealed off. I'm sure of it. I saw them running from somewhere. Interestingly, there's no treasure chest here, but the horseman spawns only in the treasure chest area. Okay, that's interesting. Actually, if we take a look at it, it is said that treasure chest is here. On this left side. Inside of here. Huh. But it didn't remove anything. This is gonna need much more attention. Tech pick. I knew it's not gonna be so easy to... Look at that, but the treasure chest is in here. It's like you have to uncover it. It spawned inside the wall, but I'm sure that the thing was actually moved out, like the units, horsemen and so on, because I have like that protector that if a unit gets within the bounds, it's trying to move it to safe space. Now that ain't bad that it was put here 3 by 3. The problem was that the wall wasn't carved out. That's first thing. Let's try it again. We can rely on minimap a bit more to see actually what's going on in this situation. Gonna make a full screen. I mean, the bigger map. Okay, again, there's a treasure chest here. Now I wonder, is it taking in the size? I think it isn't. And now Mr. Cloud is gone. Ah, it's here. See, it's here. But 5 by 5 is too big. And then now we're gonna have a supervisor like Mr. Jibbity. Jibbity is gonna take a look at this code. And check it out. The walls in the sealed room aren't removed. Example, all other POIs that aren't in the sealed room placement type. The walls in the area, they span across. Well, but Mr. Jibbity ain't capable enough to handle this kind of a context. Because this monstrosity is 3K. But I know that if I go and you know what? Process POI placement rule. Let's see how it goes here. And the other one is going to be here. Level generator process sealed here. I take a look at the target sectors. That's the same thing as there. Times placed globally. All the rules here are actually the same. But candidate positions are not being taken into account. Which makes sense. Because I don't want to spawn it at the center or origin. This is now going to be placed randomly. But still in the future I might want to have Like the preferences where it should be placed, positioned. Okay, I gotta get away from this song. Something else. I'm still short pausing. Hopefully not. Okay. Required POIs exist is okay. Then the hot pad check is not needed, I know that. Water tile exclusion is also not taken into account. Oh, come on. Give me something better. Where do I carve you out? This one. Occupied tiles, what happens with them? I have to add them somewhere. Okay. It becomes tile floor. But I don't do this with try create seal room POI. What do? You have your own system with borders and everything. The room size is being taken from the sealed room size. I don't want that. Then you have the direction specified here. This can be actually removed out. The border comes from the leftmost edge tile. That's okay. And the border size itself. This -1, this means that it's going to elevate it, probably. But then, that's within the rules. Place sealed POI. Nah, don't like it. Don't like it, but we'll change it. Register the room, leave map data as tile wall. How about now? I don't want you as tile wall. Try create POI at position. Here at the end, I do what? I set it to tile floor. And then the occupied tiles and everything has to be taken into account from there as well. Yes. But I really have a big feeling that the coffee is gonna kick in soon. Just have a feeling. That's just how it goes. Okay. This is under script and level generator. Hyper tools. Add-ons, hyper tools. Scripts. Level map generators, level generator. All RPOs that aren't in the sealed room placement type remove the wall. I don't want the sealed just to be POIs. Be right back, guys. Nature calls. Back. Back. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder what NPCs are we gonna include there? Maybe we're gonna add like more rare materials that have to be obtained through carving out the path, or a merchant that sells the materials, or a powerful mob that can drop something powerful, you know, like a mini boss. Lots of possibilities and options here. Oh, sabotage, thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I know, I'm feeling a bit, you know, all over the place because I have to keep the worker in mind that's in the house and all sorts of stuff. So I'm probably not the best companion for the stream today. I'm aware of it. And now that I'm looking through the window, I see that I forgot the, like, you know, sun protectors on the sun. On the car. So I have to put that on, so I'll be right back again. Always something. back. By the way, for the weekend, I mean for the Steam Summer Sale, I bought a game called Barony. And it's actually quite good, I have to admit. It's interesting. It's like a first person roguelike, not light. So everything gets, yeah. And it's multiplayer, so maybe one day we could play it together. Pretty cool if you ask me. Something that could be played on LAN as well. For 11-year-old game, I believe you. I believe you. It is. It was. Single player experience was awesome as well. You can actually like find. Oh, I see that my comp is heating quite reasonably well. I guess it's dusting time. But let me see. Try create sealed room POI. Each tile in room set except the door is set to tile floor and added floor tiles. Okay. Okay, maybe this now will help it. Try create sealed room. Like this. And we test it out again. Yeah, spiders. That's one thing that little one likes to participate in when we clean the PC. You know, because I have that little blower that blows air. He loves to use it. Okay, let's see the changes now. Now, if everything will be fine, the security system for out of bounds shouldn't be placing them anymore in the main area. Oh, I see it. It's sealed off. Awesome. And it's 3 by 3, so that's kind of good. Now, I need a freaking, you know what. Hey, this shouldn't work. Exploit. It doesn't work like that, but in the corner it did. Let's say hello to the little friends behind here. That's gonna add some layer to it. Okay, one more time. Exactly. I think I'm just gonna add like more padding to it, so it's not gonna be like directly on you. But check it out, it works, it freaking works. Now you gotta be smart if you want to get to it. Of course, we're gonna do something differently because we want this first treasure chest to be accessible, you know, like directly. But woo! Maybe some rare resources could be walled off as well. So in this first section, maybe additional source of food or special ore. Let's try again. Yep, here it is. Gives me that dungeon keeper vibes. Or maybe, just maybe, we could add like player 3 NPCs in here, something very powerful as well. Like a werewolf or something. That's uber fast. All this for Unga Bunga. Huh. Okay. The sound is missing. This one is okay, but the sound for damaging a trap, it's not being triggered. It feels a bit off. Gotta stop playing. Okay. I just want to see one thing. I know it's going to tank the performance, but pathfinding controller. Let me take a look at it. I wonder if it's everything correctly connected to the pathfinding grid. If there are like nodes, there should be, but like islands. So it's a bit of a special case in this case now. Oh, it's loading for a long time, that's for sure. Hmm. So far so good. A little bit of a bottom part doesn't have it, but otherwise I see. Yeah, this now has to update every single thing here if I remove the obstacle. But if I destroy the wall, there should be like 2 white dots. Yeah. It's updating alright. So this kind of works. Hmm. Sector. The filtering of sector comes in handy. That's okay. Then the candidates that are being here are also okay. Every tile inside the box must be a solid wall. That's okay. As well. Room set, room size. This is coming from sealed room size. So it's looking for 5 by 5 because I specified 5 by 5. Okay. I have nothing against it. But can I specify far from the main walkable is placed? Currently, I believe that only one tile, wall tile, okay. Yeah, so it's suggesting that I would add like sealed tunnel length. Default would be 1, so it's like a door. This could be a possibility, that we would replace one tile with a door. And then you have to unlock the door if you want to get there. But if sealed tunnel length is above 1, then it's deeper inside the walls. And that's what I'd like. So the POI placement rule will have now additional sealed tunnel length, which is going to be 1. Okay. Add ability. And there's a possibility that I only add like this thickness to one side, but that doesn't guarantee that it's going to be enforced on the other sides as well. So if I go to the level generator, try create sealed rooms. This one. And I modify it. Save it, build it, and set something, I don't know, let's say to 4. That means that I'd have to dig 4 tiles from the direction where the room is trying to be placed, if that makes sense. So, for example, here I would say 4. Harder to position this. Now, there's also a thing that I have max retries and so on, so I really want to only position here some optional stuff, not mandatory, you know. Not a game breaker. Okay, now let's check it out. See, I don't know how it positioned it, because this one is definitely more than 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it probably went from the top. I want to enforce it on all sides. Ability to set wall thickness. Okay. Couple of less changes, hopefully. POI resource. Now it's trying to take like a tunnel, so if it starts digging, checking from which side it's going to place the room, we could say, okay, the tunnel that leads to the room has to be, I don't know, 3 tiles, and then the thickness of the walls can be 2 tiles. Well, it endured long enough without a crash, so I'm pretty proud. Huh. Bandit treasure. Sealed tunnel length. Let's make it 4-3 and see if this rule gets enforced. And I don't need 5x5, but I need 4x4 definitely. If I take a look at the small bandit camp POI, what is that? No. Treasure. That's a POI placement rule, but it's taking which one? It's taking this one. Show in the file system chest POI. And the length of this one is, you guessed it, that's 4. Is it? No, that's... Come on, math kid. 4.5, so it 5x5 was okay. Phew. Bandit. 5 by 5. Okay. What I'm expecting now, I don't want to see like an edge that's diagonally connected to the main area. Don't want to see that because that looks like an error. But if I place the rooms a bit more inside, out of the main area, it should look like it's, you know, purposefully placed there. We'll see. Okay, the generation didn't take that much longer. So the rule algorithm seems to be good, or it just chose the good place from the beginning. Yes, it's enforced. This is what I want to see. Check it out. See, 1, 2, 3 tiles and 4 tiles from the direction it started digging. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Now, us boys have to implement something. What will be hidden here? Oh, it didn't execute well. And the units aren't getting teleported, so that's another good thing. Good. Now this gives a bit of more motivation to have an item that actually allows you to break everything. Come on, little fella. Okay. Gotta stop playing. Gotta create something new. But okay, this one isn't going to be sealed behind wall anymore. It's gonna be ordinary. Now, what to put behind the wall? This is the POI placement rule. If I take a look at for example, random forest trap POIs, no. Mushrooms also no. If I go with all the minerals, that's not gonna be okay. This is like a random mineral, isn't it? Yes. Optional special POIs. Ah. Pawn shrine. Storage shrine. The first area should be a bit more relaxed. Forge. But peeps, I'm gonna have to stop for now, okay? I'll be back tomorrow because I have to go let the tile sitter in and so on. So, I'll be back again tomorrow. And by Friday we have to have new patch with more content. Meanwhile, behind the scenes I'll be working, okay? But first, before we go, let's rate somebody. There we go, we're going to Mr. Triple Jump Games. I'm gonna have to leave.